Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Astros, and I'm here to talk about Game 20 of the regular season, where the Astros win 11-7 over the Toronto Blue Jays. What was that? The Astros should change their slogan. I don't know if they even have a slogan, but they should change it to Whiplash, the offensive experience. Like 26 hours ago, you were retired 18 in a row to start the game against the Texas Rangers, who have the worst record in the American League. And tonight, you used one of the best teams in baseball, the Toronto Blue Jays, as your personal batting practice. You want to know how bonkers the offense was tonight? We scored 11 runs and still left 10 men on. There is so many scoring events, so we need to just blow through them. First one, Alex Bregman homers in the first inning. Bregman is back and better than ever. Then in the second, Raimel Tapia doubles to make it a 1-1 game. And then the Astros seemingly start to pull away with it in the third. Third inning, Yordan Alvarez singles to make it 2-1 Houston. After that, Yuli Gurriel doubles to make it 3-1 Houston. Then Kyle Tucker with a sac fly to make it 4-1 Houston, and then you could almost hear the Toronto Maple Leafs from off in the distance yell, "No, you're not supposed to have 4-1 leads!" Because Vladimir Guerrero Jr. homers, scratch that, typo, murders a baseball, 114 off the bat, a 1,000 expected batting average, and it flew 446 feet, which I'm pretty sure would have even put it out in the Polo Grounds. So that lead is gone. It is now 4-4. And then in the fourth, the Astros go, "We're back." In the fourth, Chas McCormick would hit a sac fly to make it 5-4 Houston. And then a little bit later on, come the sixth inning, Jeremy Pena comes up. 3-run moonshot for JP3. Kid's legit, and it's 8-4 Houston. Bregman draws a walk because he's back to his walking self. The 250 batting average isn't too incredible for Bregman, but you know what is? The 373 OBP. Bregman's back. And who's your daddy? Yordan Alvarez hits one out. And who's your daddy? Yordan Alvarez homers to make it 10-4 Houston. And you're like, I want to feel confident, but I've seen what Toronto can do. And in the bottom of the sixth, Raimel Tapia singles to make it 10-5, still in favor of Houston. But then Matt Chapman, our old friend, homers to make it 10-7 Houston in the seventh inning. And you're kind of thinking to yourself, man, I don't know if the door's shut. Kyle Tucker would have an RBI double in the eighth, and that would finish the scoring to make it 11-7. But man, oh man. ALCS is going to be really fun this year, huh? So I think the Astros offense might be back. Top to bottom, McCormick, pair of walks, had a base hit, had an RBI, not too shabby. Jeremy Pena only had one base hit, but also did draw a walk, and the base hit was a home run, a 3-run home run. So not too shabby there. Alex Bregman drew a pair of walks and hit a home run. Yordan Alvarez had 3 hits, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored, and a walk. La Pena Grande dropping in for a 3-hit evening. Kyle Tucker had a pair of base hits. Jose Siri had a pair of base hits. Maldonado had a base hit and drew a walk, scored a run. I mean, the offense was kicking tonight. Hey, Weston, what about the pitching? No. Okay, fine. The pitching was bad. Yeah. Jose Siri, 5 innings, 4 runs. Hey, only walked 1 guy and got 6 strikeouts, so there's a positive there. He continues to pump the strike zone, but you really are getting to a point where you're asking if pumping the strike zone might be the best idea for Jose Siri. After that, Brian Abreu would surrender a run, but also get 2 strikeouts in his inning of work. 3 base hits, by the way, so quite a bit of foot traffic for Jose Abreu. Phil Maton would give up a 2-run shot, but also get a pair of strikeouts and not get a home run, or not give any walks. So, I mean, FIP, man. FIP is a neat thing. Stenek would have an easy 1-2-3 inning with a pair of strikeouts. Ryan Stenek continuing to look pretty darn solid to start the year. And Hector Neris would make it a little bit questionable in the 9th inning, but he would get 3 strikeouts, settle in very, very nicely after that first kind of iffy walk that he allowed, which, thanks, Blue! And the Astros on the back of a great offensive performance steamroll their way to a win. I alluded to it a little bit ago, but man, oh man, if there is any justice in the world, the Astros versus Blue Jays ALCS, that 7-game series would be insane, because the first 4 against the Astros and Blue Jays this year were 2 1-run wins for the Blue Jays, a walk-off win for the Astros, and this game that was a bit of a slugfest. And, I mean, you see 11-7 and you think it was a bit of a blowout, but then you think about the fact that, like, the winning run was on, or the tying run was on deck for the Blue Jays in the 9th inning, so it wasn't that far-fetched, and the Blue Jays have kind of been comeback and offensive machines this season to start it. So, like, that, I still wasn't comfortable with the 4-run lead in the 9th inning. Oh, like, come on, those two teams just battling it out in the best of 7 series for the American League. Oh, that'd be so much fun. I'm so sad that both of these series are so early in the season. Like, I would love to have had that 3-game epic in Houston and then wait another month or two and then have another 3-game epic in Toronto. But boy, oh boy, these games against the Blue Jays have been mighty fine to start the season. And we get treated to our second afternoon game in 3 days as the Astros play tomorrow at 3:07 Eastern, 2:07 Central. We send Luis Garcia to the mound, and the Blue Jays send Jose Barrios to the mound. So, 2 pretty comparable pitchers. And, boy, I'm just... The Astros in Toronto have been so fun to start the season. I'm just giddy for another game like this. Anyway, I will be here afterwards to talk about it, and that is all I have to say for the evening. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Astros.